Hello and welcome back to Coach Mel's Crochet Corner. This is video part 2 of our simple poncho, and the reason that I'm coming to you again is because I've now put a nice scalloped edge around my entire poncho, and I want to show you how to do that. So one thing to keep in mind, the original poncho, I said between 300 and 350 grams of yarn. If you're going to use a scalloped edge, you're definitely going to need more. Now I used the Vanna's Choice for this other poncho that I'm going to work on right now, and I had some extra. So I'm going to use the tan, and I'm going to go ahead and put that scalloped edge right here on this poncho, and I wanted to show you how to do it. It's really quite simple, and it just gives it a really nice finishing touch. So I would finish off what you were doing because we're going to start here in the middle of this cluster. Okay, so we would have ended over here somewhere. I'm going to start in the middle of this cluster, and then we're going to work ourselves around, and we will finish with the corner. So that's much different than how we did the original poncho, where we always started at the corner. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring our yarn in. So go ahead, here's the middle of this cluster. We're going to put our hook into that middle stitch. We're going to bring our yarn through that stitch, and then just go ahead and attach it with a little, with basically a chain. Okay. From there, we're going to go and work in these spaces right here, just like we did with the bulk of the poncho, but we're going to put 5 double crochets in there. So you're going to yarn over, go into that space, pull up your loop. You have 3 on your hook, yarn over, come through 2, yarn over, come through 2. That's 1. We're going to do 2. These are all double crochets. 3, 4, and there's 5. Okay, so we've created a nice fan here with those 5 double crochets, and we now need to attach that down here to this cluster. So we're going to go into that middle stitch of that cluster, and we're going to do a single crochet, and that now attaches it. We're now going to jump over to this next space, and we're going to put in 5 more doubles. So yarn over through the hole, pull up your loop, through 2, that's 1, yarn over, through 2, that's 2, 3, there's 4, and that's 5. Okay, so now again, we have to attach that over here to this next cluster. So we're going to put a single crochet right here in that center stitch. We have 1, 2, 3. We're going into that center one, yarn over, pull up your loop, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through those 2. So as you can see, it's making a really nice ripple here as we're attaching those fans, the 5 double crochets to that. Let's do one more together. So I'm going to do 5 double crochets into this hole right here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, you're going to use a single crochet to attach it to this cluster. So in your project, pull up that loop, you have 2 on the hook, yarn over, and pull through. So you can see how it's making that nice scalloped edge for our poncho. So you're going to continue with that same pattern all the way around until you get down to the corner. So I will meet you down there because we will just be doing this a little bit different at the corner. Welcome back, and as you can see, I have made it all the way down the edge with my scallops, and I'm about to do the corner right here. So I've done my last 5 double crochets. I've attached it to the center of that next cluster. And now in this chain 2 space, I'm going to put 7 double crochets. So just the same as we've been doing into that space, only it's that chain 2 space from the corner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go into the 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go into the second stitch of that cluster with a single crochet. So I've come around the corner with 7. I've attached, and now I'm going to continue down this other side by doing the same thing, putting 5 double crochets into each of these spaces. 2, that's 3, 4, 5, and come into that second stitch of that cluster with a single crochet. So there we've made the turn around that corner with that nice scalloped edge. Go ahead and continue that down the whole other side, and I will meet you down at the end, and I'll show you how to finish this off. Alrighty, here we are coming into the home stretch. So I've just done my last cluster of 5 double crochets before the corner. I attached with my single crochet in the center of that cluster. So I'm going to do my 7 double crochets in this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to attach with a single crochet to that second stitch in that cluster, just like I did the rest of the way around. And now I have 1 more space left, so I'm going to put 5 in that because this is the corner, which is 7, but now I'm coming back down that side. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, again, all double crochets, 4, and 5. And to finish this, we need to bring it back over to that same spot where we started, and we're going to do our single crochet in that spot right there, and that finishes that off. Okay, I'm actually going to do one, I'm just going to slip stitch over to here too to finish that off even a little bit more. See if I like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut, pull that loop through, and then I'll go back and weave my ends in. But there is the finish of the poncho with the nice edge all along the side. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember that you can get the written instructions on my website, which is CoachMelsCrochetCorner.com. And I hope to see you back real soon.